senior passed away. You're not getting that bone. It's a no. I'll put it with Ollie. Hello. So I'm going to do like a little, few little videos going over how my 2025 went goal wise and how I'm going to, what I'm going to do planning for 2026. Okay. I'm kind of kicking back. It is Sunday, the 28th. You hear chewing. It's Buffy with her rawhide. Sounds like she's breaking teeth, dude. She loves that thing. Anyway, so the other day I sat down and kind of looked back at 2025 a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna list some of my goals and say how I did. All right, start a blog. No. Post regularly on Instagram. Make videos with new camera. I got the new camera and I just never did anything with it. So that's a no. Read books. No. Do some writing. No. Reach goal weight. No. Complete a half marathon. No. Fix my bike. Started. Didn't finish. And there was this bike race. Didn't do that either. So I didn't do really anything I planned. Kind of sucks. What did I do though? Looking back, what did I do? Man. Give it to me. Let go. Give it. Okay, you can have it back in a second. You can have it back in a second. Good Lord. Anyway, so what did I do? The kids doing 4-H, and I was their chauffeur basically to all their project meetings. You're fine, Buffy. You're fine. And trying to keep her away from that rod because, damn. But they did get their rabbits this year, and they did show their rabbits, and they did well at the fair, and I'm very proud of them for that. And that was a lot of work. Even on a daily basis, taking care of the rabbits and doing all that. So the other thing the kids did at the beginning of their school year was cross country. Who do you think made sure they got to practice every morning? Who do you think made sure they got to their their meets? And yes, you can hear the dog's nails. That's getting taken care of. I'll talk about that in a second. I did do a lot of yard work, which I didn't do the year before. I did do 3 5Ks, and I finally did join a gym and do some workouts. It didn't really work out much in December because of the holidays and all that kind of stuff. So, what was it that, and we inherited a dog. Hi, Buffy. Anyway. So what were some of the big issues that we had to face this year? Well, it was taking care of family. That was a big one. And part of that was also taking care of my dad. He had 2 surgeries in 3 months. He had to have a heart surgery. And he was struggling at the beginning of the year until he had it. And then he needed care because he was using a walker because he had open heart surgery, double bypass. And then 3 months later, he broke his hip. And that, again, walker again. And oh my God. So, and lots of doctor's appointments. with that one. So, and then towards the end of the year, after the kids are doing their school stuff, you know, what happens? Our friend passed away. This is his dog, Buffy. We inherited her. And actually, his memorial roast was, she's going for the rawhide, was yesterday, last night. And also, one of my cats, who was a super senior, passed away. You're not getting that bone. It's a no. I'll put it with Ollie. It's a no. No, get it. You don't need it right now. You don't need it right now. You chew on it so hard. Okay, you're a good girl. So that's where I will say this about her nails. She's difficult for us to trim, and they need to know when she had a rabies vaccination. So our friend who passed away, his sister obviously was here because they're from Texas. That's where he passed away. And her daughter is does grooming and everything like that. They've done Buffy's nails before. They're going to come by either tomorrow or the next day and do her nails, and then she's going to send me her vet paperwork, and so I can take her to a groomer and have it done. And she's a menace. Big old fat dog. Anyway, so this is going to hell. Buffy! Buffy! All right, so I did decide to look at the big issues. God, she's sniffing. She's trying to get that bone. Yeah, it's behind me. Oh my God. You nuisance! You stop. Just give me a moment. Just stop. Just stop for a second. Damn dog. Anyway, so with the big issues, I kind of broke them down. So my dad has surgeries, and I'm not saying it's never going to happen again, but the heart surgery we knew was going to have to happen, and until it did, was struggling. We didn't know he was going to break his hip, but now we're more aware that that's a possibility in the future where he can have a fall and break his hip, because he lost a lot of weight and anything. So you can't plan for those things. You can't plan. They happen. The kids in 4-H, that includes the showing of rabbits, getting to their project meetings. I have to stay on top of it a little bit better. We weren't going to show rabbits this year, and we kind of got talked into it because we had them. So key there is scheduling. Schedule better. Their extracurricular activities. They're cross country. My nephew wants to do trek in the spring, and so these are important things for them. You know, you can't say, oh, we can't do them because it interferes with my life. You know, they have lives too. You have to find a balance. And so again, it comes to scheduling. Taking care of my family. One of the things I need to do is my routines are all off with everything that's been going on. I feel like I'm just playing catch up all the time. I also have to set some boundaries, because I feel like I go to the store almost every single day, and it's a pain in my ass, honestly. As for the deaths of our friend, and trust and believe, there was some crying, some laughter. Those things you really can't plan for. I mean, my cat, I knew she was getting older, and then when her health really started deteriorating, I saw it coming real quick, and then it, boom. So, but our friend, you know, we knew he had been sick. We didn't realize he wasn't getting better and how far. Now she's got a rope. But at least it doesn't make horrible chewy noises. Right? You can't plan for those. And you kind of have to feel your feelings, grieve, and do all that kind of stuff. But one thing I did add, which was a big issue, and I kind of talked about this in one of my Vlogmas, was energy level. I wasn't eating well, and it was messing with my energy. As my energy decreases, it's harder to keep up with everything. So I need to take care of myself. That's what I need to do. So some of the big issues were some of the great things that happened this year, whereas I didn't really get my goals done. But I do see a need to where I need a routine. I need to schedule things better than I do. I need to set some boundaries, especially with my family. It's hard with my dad because his memory is going, and yeah, that's real fun. And take care of myself because it's a necessity. So that's it for my little recap of, do you call it a bunch of failures for 2025? Maybe. But there were some good points and some things that did get done, and there were some hard times and things you can better manage and things that just happen. So, yes, I'll give you your bone in a second. Yeah, that's Mr. Ollie behind my head. So that's that. In the next video, I will talk about how I'm going to approach goal setting for 2026. I'm doing it a little bit different. Maybe other people do it this way. I've never really thought of it this way, and so that's going to be fun. And yeah, so I will catch you in the next one. Say bye, Buffy. Say bye.